What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Alabama's depth chart. The school released it, and I'm going to read off what the team is going to look like for this upcoming season, guys. At quarterback, we all know Bryce Young is quarterback number 1. Jalen Moody is number 2, and Ty Simpson is quarterback number 3. So that's pretty much, what we expected as far as the depth chart was concerned. And at running back, they have Jamar Gibbs as running back number 1. Jace McClellan is number 2. And Rodell Williams is kind of like in rotation with with running back number 2. So it'll either be Jace McClellan or Rodell. I guess they'll switch out. And then Trey Sanders is listed at the 3rd running back. So, that's the depth chart as far as running backs concerned. And at wide receiver, at the Z position, they have Trayshawn Holden as the starter, then Ja'Cory Brooks, and then Kendrick Law. So looks like Trayshawn Holden did pretty good in that last scrimmage, and it was good enough for Nick Saban to name him the starter. So that's pretty good because he's been in the system a while. So I'm kind of glad that he finally got it, to the point where he can start. So that's good. And at wide receiver X, I pretty much expected Jermaine Burton to be the guy, so he's number 1. Then Tyler Harrell is number 2. And then Isaiah Bunn is number 3 at the wide receiver X position. So I expected that as well. But here's the surpriser here, guys. At the wide receiver H position, which is the slot position, wide receiver number 1 is Kobe Prentice, the freshman, guys. They said he was doing pretty good in practice and all camp, and he's officially listed as the number 1 slot receiver right now, guys. Now, we know JoJo Earl's hurt, and but I'm surprised, he's getting the start position over, Christian Leary. He's listed behind him on the depth chart as of right now. And then it's Emmanuel Henderson. So Kobe Prentice, number 1 at the slot, Christian Leary, and then Emmanuel Henderson. So that's huge, guys. He must be very, very good for Nick Saban to start him. So that was a surprise at that position. Then at tight end, we have Robbie Oots, Miles Keltzman at number 2, then Daniel Lewis or Amari Knoblack at number 3. So we all know Cameron Latou is still hurt, and they're probably just trying to hold him out until he gets 100%. But Robert Oots is going to be the guy, and then the JUCO transfer in Miles Keltzman. So that's who will be at tight end. And at the O-line position, at left tackle, Tyler Steen is at left tackle, and then behind him is Amari Kite. So we expected Tyler Steen to come over and fill in that left tackle spot. But here's another surprise, you guys. At left guard, Kendall Randolph is listed as the left guard, and then Javion Cohen is at number 2. So apparently Kendall Randolph just did a better job, I guess, at being more consistent. We all know Javion Cohen, started last season, and seems like he's behind Kendall Randolph at this point. So that was another surprise. So Kendall Randolph is a guy that's been in the system. I think this is his 6th year. So people joke on about how long he's been there and everything, but it just shows you how dedicated he is to the program. And he finally got his chance to start, guys. So I'm excited for him, and can't wait to see what he does on the field. So that's good. Then at center, we have Darian Dalcourt. We all know he started last season and got injured, and then Seth McLaughlin came in and took over for him. And Darian Dalcourt is listed as the number 1, and then Seth McLaughlin is behind him. So I guess Darian Dalcourt is back from injury, and he's out playing Seth McLaughlin at this time. So that's good, but we got quality depth, at the center position, with those 2 guys, 2 good centers. So at right guard, we have Emil Ekiyor, another guy that's been in the system. I expected him to start at right guard. Then Tyler Booker is behind him. So we have the guys. Seems like we getting some of the freshman guys ready, guys. But that's good to see. Tyler Booker is listed behind Emil Ekiyor. And at right tackle, J.C. Latham, a guy that's been in the system, just got there, but he's been in the system. He's finally putting things together, So this will be his year to step up. He's very, very talented, so can't wait to see what he does. And then Damian George is behind him at right tackle. So that's our starting O-line with Tyler Steen at left tackle, Kendall Randolph at left guard, center Darian Dalcourt, right guard Emil Ekiyor, and right tackle J.C. Latham. So that's going to be our starting O-line, guys. And hopefully that position group does way better than they did last season, guys. It all starts up front, and hopefully Eric Wolford is put the best five out there. So then we'll switch over to the defense. At defensive end, we have Tim Smith starting on one end of the defensive end. Then Jamil Burrows is behind him, and then Tim Keenan. So that's Tim Smith, Jamil Burrows, and then Damon Payne at one of the defensive end spots. Sorry about that, guys. And at nose guard, we got DJ Dale or Jahim Otis, another surprise there. Jahim Otis came in weighing about 400-some pounds, and he got his weight all the way down, I think, to about 340 or something like that. But he's a huge guy, but he's very, very fast, guys. And I'm very, very excited to see what he does. And apparently he's interchangeable with DJ Dale. I know DJ Dale, in my opinion, hasn't really lived up to the hype, but he's been injured as well. So maybe that was a reason. He played pretty good in the national championship game, guys. So, but Jahim Otis is right there, apparently. It's either him or DJ Dale. And then Tim Keenan is behind him. So Tim Keenan at the nose guard behind DJ Dale or Jahim Otis. So that's good news. Defensive end, the other end, with Byron Young, Justin Abobi, and John Marion Latham. So we got depth, guys. It's like we're 3 deep on both sides at the defensive ends position. And we got 2 good guys in the middle. So that's good on the D-line, guys. And hopefully that position group, steps up. They've been kind of lackluster. We weren't able to get a lot of pressure the last couple of years. But hopefully these guys can step up this year, provide pressure up the middle, and, help out the outside linebackers, And at center position, of course, we got Dallas Turner starting on one end. Had a phenomenal season last year. And it's going to be interesting to see what he does with more snaps, Behind him is Quindarius Robinson and then Jeremiah Alexander. So all those guys are stepping up. Jeremiah Alexander is a beast, freshman, a good guy. Quindarius Robinson, he was injured, but he's right behind Dallas Turner at the center position. So we all expected Dallas Turner, get one of the starting positions. So he's a starter. At the mic, we all know Henry To'oTo'o, he's the starter. Then behind him is Kendrick Blackshear. So the guy from Texas, big strong guy, he's right behind Henry To'oTo'o, and hopefully we get to see him get some snaps this year, guys. He's a beast of a player as well. And at the will position, we have Jalen Moody, a guy that's been in the system, should know the defense. We got 2 guys that's been in the system, and they should be able to lead the defense this year, guys. So I'm happy to see Jalen Moody get the starting role. Right behind him is Deontay Lawson, another beast. I was hearing that he might, he was challenging Jalen Moody, and he was challenging Jalen Moody to be, the best player that he can be. So we got another quality guy behind Jalen Moody, guys, and Deontay Lawson. He's going to be the next guy next year. So then at third position, behind Deontay Lawson is Jaheim Campbell, another guy, beast of a player. So hopefully we can get these guys to, get rotated in and get a lot of snaps so they can get prepared for next year. But that's our starting linebacker at the will position with Jalen Moody. So, and at Jack, of course, we all know Will Anderson, starter. Can't wait to see what he does this season, and hopefully the defense as a whole, can open him up and give him chances to get to the quarterback, because I expect teams to scheme to block him. But hopefully the other guys on the line can step up, and make it where they just can't double team him. So of course we got Will Anderson, and then behind him we have Chris Braswell. Hearing a lot of good things about him, and I heard we have a package where it'll be either him, Will Anderson, and then Dallas Turner on the field at the same time. So that's going to be scary. I can't wait to see that package. And then behind Chris Braswell's Keno Coat, another good player. So we're 3 deep at the wheel position. The jack position, I'm sorry. And at cornerback, it's either Kool-Aid McKinstry or Eli Ricks. So 2 interchangeable guys. So I guess both guys are good enough to start. So I guess it'll be whoever Nick Saban wants to start at that position. Then on the other side, it's either Terrion Arnold or Kyrie Jackson. So like I said, Kyrie Jackson got playing time last year. And Terrion Arnold, I've been hearing he was doing very, very well in camp as well. So, and then behind either Terrion Arnold or Kyrie Jackson is Jaquez Robinson, another guy. So like we're pretty much 3 deep in every position so far, guys. Got quality depth. And at free safety, of course, DeMarcus Helms. And then behind him is Devontae Smith. At strong safety, of course, we have Jordan Battle coming back, senior. Then we have Malachi Moore or Christian Story behind him. Two beasts of the players. So, like I said, that depth is showing up, guys. And at star position, we have Brian Branch as listed as the starter. And then Malachi Moore is the second guy behind him. So, like I said, 2 guys that play at that star position. And at place kicker, we got Will Riker and Jack Martin. Will Riker going to be our kicker, for extra points and stuff like that. Holder is James Burnop. He's a holder for the ball. He's also a punter. He's the starting punter. And then Jack Martin is behind him. And then at the snapper is Nealon Hibbett. And then at punt return, we have Kool-Aid McKinstry as the number 1 punt returner. And Jermaine Burton is behind him, or Brian Branch. So those are the guys at punt return. And then at kickoff return, we have Ja'Cory Brooks or Jamar Gibbs as, the 2 starters, interchangeable. And then behind those 2 guys, we got Jermaine Burton and Terrion Arnold. That's the depth chart, guys. I'm very excited. When the depth chart is released, that means, football is right around the corner. I can't wait till Saturday when we play our first game against Utah State. It's going to be interesting to see what our team does. I'm very excited about this team this year, guys. I think, we can do some things this year, guys. And, it seems like we got quality depth at each position. And only thing, we just pray that we don't get any injuries, that will hinder us. So that's all I got, guys. And if you haven't subscribed, do so. And by doing so, it greatly helps out my channel, and it helps me grow as a content creator. Thanks, guys, and roll tide.